No, it's just a matter of regrouping with the trainers and the doctors today and making sure that they're all set and clear them to play. But he practiced yesterday, or practiced 2 days ago, practiced today, so he's had 2 good practices. We'll get a skate tomorrow morning. I would expect right now, the way he looked out there today, that he's pretty close.
What types of things we show these guys on video about Ovechkin and their offense in general?
Well, it's the same for any other team we're playing, so we'll break down everything about their team as far as their breakouts, how they play in the offensive zone, some things in particular on their power play, as everybody does. You take a look at their power play unit and how they're structured and set up. They have set spots and certain plays that they like to work, and we have to be prepared for that.
Any update on Brian Russ?
No, he's still out right now. I would expect from the reports that I heard yesterday, and again, I haven't talked to the doctors, it's going to be a couple weeks.
Mike, would you look at your lineup the way you had the other night? You know, Derek Fair coming back soon, Bo coming back. You look at the team that you look at the 4 lines on the ice that could score. Is that the way things are going in the league now? That teams that are successful can do that?
Yeah, and we talked about a lot early last year about having 4 lines that can play, 4 lines you can put against anybody. That tempo with 4 lines, I think it really creates situations where you're not as concerned about matchups at times. When you have confidence in your 4 lines playing against anybody, it also allows, look at the schedule coming up with back-to-backs and situations like that, that the minutes can be more evenly distributed. So that's a real advantage when you have that. And I felt the other night in Washington that we had 4 lines going until Russ went down, and once he went out of the lineup, then we had to go to 3 down the stretch. But I thought we had 4 lines really rolling that night. So with Bo coming back and with Fair potentially coming back in the next little bit here, that'll give us that extra depth up front.
It seems inevitable that some guys who would think that they should play in the top 6, you know, in their minds they think of themselves as that, end up down there. But so what do you expect from those players, given that they're going to see less ice time? But, you know, in a way, they do help you still because they're there and they can score.
Yeah, but if you really look at the 5-on-5 minutes of lines and how they're distributed, the extra ice time comes on the power play, the extra ice time comes in the penalty kill. So if you're not on one of those 2 units, then your ice time may be down. But the difference between a player on your top 2 lines or a player on your 3rd line is probably 1 minute a game maybe. There's not a big difference in it. So I think 5-on-5 play, that's fairly well balanced.
With the clocks, I guess, ticking, so to speak, on Daniel Sprong, what do you want to see in these games coming up from him?
Just to keep playing as he's been playing, and I still believe that he's adding to his game all the time. We spend some extra time with him just on situations that maybe he hasn't seen before. Talk to him about late game, how he manages the puck, defensive zone situations. As I said, we don't talk to him a lot about his offensive game because he relies on his natural instincts. It's more play away from the puck. But I still believe he's continuing to improve. I see good signs from him every game he plays.